If you ever wondered what would be perfect first car, there's no such thing. Anything you can get and afford is the best car for you. What's up guys, Kamil here. In today's episode I'm talking about my car history, and if you want to request any type of video or ask any type of question, discuss any topic, let me know in the comments below. I'll make a video about it. Fiat Secento S. It was 1999, 1.1 liter, 54 horsepower, and believe it or not, that was the more powerful version. Yeah, that's the engines we run in Europe. The car wasn't much, but it was enough to get me started and hook me on cars. I really enjoyed having it. Driving it was a blast because it was my first car, obviously. But later I decided to switch to something bigger, and then came 1992 Volkswagen Golf 3. It had bigger engine, 1.4, but the same amount of power, 55 horsepower or something like that. Heavier, bigger car, a lot of fuel consumption. Golf was the first car I ever fixed. I had help from my uncle and we replaced the brake line. I didn't have it for a long time due to financial issues, so I sold it. My third car was a 1997 Opel Vectra B. It had 2 liter 16 valve 136 horsepower engine. Now it sounds stupid, but back then for me it was a lot of power. I know 1 liter engines have that kind of power right now. I loved that car a lot, even though it broke all the time. It was the first car that I did, my first head gasket repair, first painting attempt, first paint correction, interior detail, first car that I drove over 200 kilometers an hour in, of course on closed roads, and the first car that I got the speeding ticket in. It had one issue: it rusted so fast that body shops were not able to keep up with welding. I know so far it's nothing impressive, but I hope you weren't expecting that because it's not common. There is a story with Vectra where when I drove through the forest in the middle of the night and the serpentine belt just snapped. It was replaced a few days later by a mechanic, and same mechanic did my ball joints, and they also kinda broke. So the wheel fell off the car twice, and that's why I started fixing cars myself. This is going to be a journey because my phone just died and I don't really know where I am. I just went here to take some pictures and I was using my GPS to get back. I don't even know when it died, so I'm not sure where I'm driving right now, where I'm going, but hopefully I'll be able to get back home. And then I got my first Mark III Golf GTI. It was my second Golf Mark III, but first GTI. It was a cool car. It was so low that I smashed the oil pan and I had to rebuild the engine in it. Then I bought a lowering kit, like 40 mil lowering kit, springs and shocks, and raised the car with lowering kit. What an absurd. I loved this car. It made me fall in love with GTIs. It was a blast to drive, very quick car, cool daily driver, but it was a bit too expensive due to fuel consumption, so I got a 6N Polo 1998. It was a very cool car, first car that I did a car audio on, like full wiring and everything. It was super well made, like new plugs, new everything, no solder. I was very satisfied with the work, with the speakers placement. It was awesome, and it was the cheapest car that I had, cheapest car to drive due to fuel consumption, and the only car that I had that never broke, not even once. And now we have reached the time when I got my blue E46 compact, so it's the era of cars that I currently own. I got it broken, fixed it with a help because I wasn't as good of a mechanic back then and I wouldn't be able to fix it myself. But it was supposed to be a cheap daily driver that I would just save a bit of money with, and then I was supposed to get a coupe or sedan, something like that, saloon, whatever you call it. But I fell in love with the car so much that I still have it, even though it broke many times. I did like my first engine rebuild all by myself with that compact. Every single bolt was taken, the car was like taken apart so much. Everything. You know, it's not really working at the moment and it's gonna be fixed, it's gonna be rebuilt completely. Just need to wait for a bit of time and money and everything and finish my previous projects. It's third in the line, so a little bit time to come before I start it. And then the car that started this channel, my current 1993 Golf Mark III GTI 16 valve ABF, all the goodies like air conditioning. Yeah, that's it. I love the Mark III. It's gonna have a full rebuild. I love it for the purity and that raw feeling of driving. I'm gonna make it perfect again, just as it was in factory, even better, because I want to add some current tech to it. And then I got a silver 46 that you know very well from a lot of previous episodes. The car was supposed to be a quick flip project, 2-3 months tops, but turns out to be 1.5 years on and going, still going. Yeah, that's not very good, but it's gonna be better. Okay, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I created a bunch of posts to ask you about advice what should be my next car. I only wanted a wagon slash estate, and that was my only like goal, because I need this type of car right now. And after all the polls and a week of asking you for your opinion, we came out with a BMW E36, BMW E46 and Mark III Golf, all in estate or wagon, whatever you call it. I have Golf, I have 2 E46s, so I got myself an E36 BMW. That's the car I'm currently in. I just went for a quick drive today just to take a couple of pictures of winter and the car. We made it home. Fortunately, in Poland there's a very good quality of road signs and I was able to navigate home using only that. I got home safely and I want to summarize this video. It's not about my cars actually, it's about your cars. If you want to get into cars and into building your projects or just making something unique, buy a new car, whatever it is, you don't need a lot of money. Whatever car you can afford is the right car to start with. Even cheap Secentos can be built really cool. You can lower them, put bigger engines like 1.4. Stupid Polo that I had could have 1.8 turbo in it. These cars are super easy to modify and learn. Don't get discouraged because you don't have a Supra or a GTR. For me personally, a Mark III variant with a Quattro swap and a VRT swap it would be a lot more exciting build than another Supra or GTR. Cars are passion, not competition, so have fun, stay safe, hydrated, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.